I'm going to talk about scanf here just for a minute. We're not going to do a lot with scanf right now, but we will do more with it in the next chapter when we talk about web programming, because I'm going to use scanf to retrieve information from a form off of the internet. So you'll see more of it there. Scanf, though, basically uses standard in as its source. It's the inverse to the printf. The format string looks the same. It uses the percent characters, %C and D, as you can see there below, for characters and decimals, and it uses all of the rest of them that we already looked at a few minutes ago in printf. Scanf does need to receive as many values as the format calls for, just the way printf did. But these values must be pointers. Must be pointers. Think about what's happening here. Scanf is reading the standard input or a redirect of a file, and it's looking for things like this character or a decimal. It ignores white space. So when somebody's typing something in, they could type in any amount of white space here, as long as they typed a single character to start with and then some kind of a number to end this up with. Scanf is not very good for taking in human input because it is very particular, and you have to get the white space just right, or you have to have other characters in there properly, exactly right, the way you've written the scanf. So it's really touchy for that. But it is pretty good for reading machine information. If you know that a program has created an amount of output, and you know what that output's going to look like. It's going to be in characters and decimals and integers and floats and all of those kinds of things. Then you can easily read that as long as that format is correct. And scanf will tell you how many items it received in. So if you're reading one at a time and you get a 0 back, you know that scanf failed. Okay, so that's just a quick overview of scanf. There's not a lot more to say about it here other than you probably do not want to use it at this point in your programming career, but I will give you a chance to use it in a little bit later when we look at web programming, because we're going to be taking in information from the outside world in a pretty particular method and format. So we should know exactly what the data looks like as it comes in. And if that data does not look that way when it comes in from the internet, maybe we're being hacked or something has happened to our internet form and it's been messed up. And in that case, we don't want to read that information in. So scanf failing on odd looking data is perfectly acceptable at that point. All right, so that's a little bit about scanf, and we'll see more of it later.